What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother, Son Soul X, in his joint. Check it out. Hit us up, www.kingandilife.com, for all our podcast info. Subscribe to whatever podcast platform that you choose. Also, hit us up, KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com. Email us your suggestions, your feedback, and all that good stuff. Tune in to us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we are all over all those social media platforms. Stay tuned for the good stuff. Yeah, we out.
Because I started seeing her true nature. And there's only so much time, that can pass before someone actually starts truly showing themselves.
Yeah.
So once I had that experience of going from, her being everything that I felt I needed and then some, to someone I couldn't respect anymore, it really opened my eyes up that I don't know if a soulmate actually exists. I think you can have someone that you have a whole lot of things in common with, and from a sexual standpoint, they can really take you there. Meaning, like, they don't even have to be in the same room with you, or hell, even in the same state with you, and just holding a conversation with them, they arouse you. But no, I don't think, I can't even say a twin flame exists. I think there can be someone close, very similar, but if they are, I've never met them. So until I meet someone like that, I'm going to say no.
So, and I hate when people say this, but because it baffles the hell out of me. Do you believe opposites attract?
I have to say no.
Me either. Yeah.
Not on a grand scale. I think that there could be some attractive features by opposites that attract, but not to the point of I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with this person because we're on completely and totally opposite ends of the spectrum. No.
Yeah. I used to entertain that nonsense until I, my common sense kicked in later years. I mean, because it, just to keep it real and keep it honest, it's like when we're young, we buy into a lot of that nonsense. And I think that's probably what the difference is now with this younger generation is they don't buy into some of that fairy tale nonsense. Some of them do, some are just ignorant. But when you say opposites attract, it's like that has a lot of meaning to it. It's like, so a person totally opposite of me is what I attract and what I'm attracted to. And some people in my lifetime that I've known have taken it as someone who is totally opposite from you is the person for you. And it's like, nah, you got to have something in common with that person. Like let's just say this person is a passive person and you're a more outgoing person. It's like at one point that's going to cause a conflict because it's like you're outgoing, you want to do this, you want to do that, and this person don't want to do nothing. But that's opposites attracts. Like, no, you have to have like mind. You have to have things in common. Yeah, no.
It's kind of like where you have a situation like you have a street thug, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real thugged out cat. And then you got this chick that comes from a well-to-do family. And, she's on course to be a doctor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's attracted to him and he's attracted to her. And it's kind of like, I think they're more or less attracted to each other's background than actually themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
he's never been in a society where, everybody is driving, nice cars or living in mansions or whatever. And she's never been on the opposite side of the tracks where, you can find things walking around like, every day, as they say.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily look at that as opposites attract, because when you take the street thug persona and the shelter persona, if you remove those, what do they have in common with each other? They might like walks in the park. They might like candlelight dinners. They might like pointless conversations on the phone for all hours of the night. Um, okay, she's attracted to the way he lives, and he's attracted to the way she lives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if if that's the extent of opposites attracting, okay, I'm cool with that. But outside of that, I'm not with that opposites attract shit, because I've dealt with women who are opposite of me, and I quickly got bored with them because it's like, yo, you want to do X, Y, and Z? Oh no, I'm not. No, no. Just like back in the day when oral sex was a thing for me. It's like when I liked getting head, when that was man in my that's mandatory days. It's like if you told me, oh, I don't do that, I don't like to do it, and either you just didn't do it or it was whack, that opposite is not going to attract and it's not going to last. So nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's still a mandatory for me.
it's not a mandatory for me. I mean, yeah,
No, if
I'm
you
not.
don't do that, no, we ain't got shit to talk about.
Nah, I mean, like I've said many a times, it's not mandatory. I enjoy it, but my thing is this: if you're okay at it, or I'm okay with it. If you're great at it, then yeah, I want it. It's almost mandatory. If you're great at it, I expect it. If you're okay at it, it's like, all right, whatever. If you're not too good at it and everything else is good, then all right, that's not important to me. But because I don't want nobody going down on me and turning me off. And I've had that happen before. It's like, I'm like, yeah, she about to go blaze me up. And she get down and it's like, this is the most boring shit I've ever experienced. Like, you got to get off of there, because if you don't get off of there, I'm going to be totally turned off. So nah, nah.
I've never had an experience where I was like, no, just stop.
I didn't say just stop. I just like, nah. I gotta. Me in my head, I was like, I gotta stop her and put in the work, because if I don't stop her and put in the work, it's gonna be a wrap. So
Yeah.
yeah,
If a female ever said, no, I don't do that at all, then for me, no, we don't have anything to talk about. I don't give a
nah.
damn how good she look or what she had to offer or bring to the table, as they say. No. we don't
But
have anything to talk about. We can't even
I,
be
I think it,
friends.
I think it's very hard to find a woman that is strictly no when it comes to that. I think it's very hard to find a woman like that. Um, you may find women who prefer not to do it, or probably don't like doing it, but they'll do it because you like it. But I have not ran into very many women in the last 10, 15 years that just do not do it. Um, yeah, I just haven't.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
All right. So, is there anything else you want to contribute to this conversation, sir?
one more thing, and it's way off topic.
All right.
Um, I want to spend a couple minutes because you sent me a picture the other day with the mannequins in the store.
Yes.
All right, so run it down to me.
Okay. So, um, I like to work out. I'm trying to get better at staying consistent with working out.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into a department store. I'm not going to say their name because they're not paying me for an endorsement. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I went into this department store and I could not find a decent pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything was above the knee. Everything was above the knee. I found one that was acceptable. I really didn't want to get them, but I didn't feel like, spending a whole lot of time to find some damn shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I'm walking through the men's section, and that's all I see is tight-legged freaking jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking to myself, this is completely and totally different than what I'm, accustomed to. Is this what the young people wear nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
I just found it very um, discomforting, if I can put it to you like that,
Mm-hmm.
because not all men care for tight-legged clothing. Like
Right.
that was absurd to me. It really makes me feel like they're pushing that, agenda of we don't want you to be what you were born to be. Meaning we don't want you to be straight or, presenting yourself as a heterosexual male. And I'm not, accusing any man that wear tight legged pants or jeans or whatever the case of being, on the opposite side. But I'm just simply saying, why go along just to get along if you don't feel comfortable with going along to get along? I'm not going to buy clothes that don't fit my style of dress. I'm not going to do that.
And what that got to do with these damn mannequins?
Because every mannequin in the men's section had tight legged freaking jeans on. I'm like, I did not find not one. I didn't even find one wearing shorts. They were all in those tight legged freaking pants.
I need to know what store this was.
All right, I'll tell you off camera.
No, I need to know what store this was.
All right, I'll text it to you.
Oh my goodness, this
We ain't
guy.
getting no endorsements, bro. We ain't getting no endorsements.
It's not endorsements. Yeah, I need to know what store this was.
Like, give me 1 second. Got
Yeah, yeah. I need to know this
you. There you
because that's going to better help me using the wrong goddamn store first and foremost.
go.
First and foremost, you was in the wrong store.
Yeah,
Secondly, it's not that they're pushing the agenda. The agenda is being pushed on them, so that's what they're marketing. That's the problem.
fair
Um,
enough.
if you look at, you cannot go to that particular store and necessarily find what you're looking for. Now, if you're looking for shorts to work out in that go below to your knee or below your knee, your best bet is to buy basketball shorts. Um, that's what I buy to work out in because you're just not going to find just some regular workout shorts. You're always going to find the runner shorts, shorts of that style. Like even our new Army PT shorts, they are above the knee. Um, it doesn't bother me because it's a uniform, but would I wear it outside of Army? Yeah, if I was in the gym, but that's just strictly gym. But I get what you're saying. But in a situation like that, I'm sure this store has basketball shorts. So for you to work out, just go grab you some basketball shorts. But as far as jeans, totally wrong store. Um, what I and I get what you're saying about what it appears that that's what they're pushing, but if you look at society, this is what society is doing. It's that whole European look, as they say. Um, and what bugs me about that look is these jokers will buy these pants and then wear them below their ass cheeks, and it's like, why are you wearing skinny jeans or tight jeans below your ass cheeks? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, in our day, let's just say like in high school, I think my waist was like a 28. I would get a size 30 so that I could sag them a little bit. Now jokers get, if they're a 28, they buy in 32s so they can hang under their ass, and they wear a belt that they don't tighten. And it's like, what bugs me about that is you got jokers that's like older than me wearing their pants like that, and I'm looking at them like, why are you wearing your fucking pants like
Oh
that?
my God, that's so
You like you in your 50s, 60s, and you are wearing your pants below your ass, and you walking and you gotta pull them, or you got that wide leg cowboy walking. It's like, why? Like, why? It's like it's two extremes. It's the skinny jeans too tight, and they're wearing below their ass, or they're just wearing tight pants, or they're wearing big jeans below their ass, and it's like, it's not age appropriate to me. Um, like, on, was it Instagram? I think it was Instagram. This dude, he was on stage, and he had the type of jeans on that you're talking about, and
mm,
they were below his ass, and he was on stage and he did something, and next thing you know, he wiped out all on the ground. And it's like, you fell like that because your pants were below your ass. You had no way to balance yourself. You had no way to be agile or anything because your pants were below your ass. Like, you could not get no leveraging thing. And it's like, I don't understand why people do that. Um, but getting back to these mannequins, um, when I first saw the picture, I was like, he got a problem with these mannequins being that color. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw them. I was like, he got a problem with them being that color. But I digress.
yeah, it was totally the
Yeah.
jeans, man. I couldn't, like, when I see men my age or older sagging, I'm like, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
Like, really, I get when you're young, that's the thing. And when I was younger, I used to do that. But I didn't do it that often. I'll be honest with you, because mainly the reason I did it was because it was the thing to do back then.
Yeah, it was the thing. That was the trend.
Yeah, but
But
at this day and age, to see it still going on, I just think it's the wackest fucking thing ever.
wackest thing ever.
Grown ass damn men out here, rusty ass goddamn men, uh, goddamn grandkids, and you still sagging your pants. Get the fuck out of here. Like, at what point will you ever realize, if you realize, I might need to pull up my pants at this age? Just
And
don't see it.
I hate to see them walking and they pulling their pants up every 10 steps. It's like,
Yeah.
why don't you just tighten your belt? Like, I don't, you know what? Yeah, I'm judging. I don't care what nobody say, and nobody can say, "Oh, you can't judge," because I, like many people, have the same issue. And I'm saying people like, oh, you're not supposed to judge, but you're judging because you see the same nonsense I see. Um, but yeah. But to go back to my initial thought when I first saw the picture
Mhm.
and the mannequins being that color, I thought that because of your stance overall, but um and if that was your issue, my response to that was this is because everybody wants inclusivity. Everybody wants to be represented by society. I'll just put it that way. You know, you got the transgender, you got the alphabet group, you got women, you got our people. Everybody wants to be included and represented somewhere. Um, if you notice, you have
Yeah.
plus size mannequins now, something that you never seen when we was coming up.
What?
Um, yeah, look, bruh, let me tell you, in certain stores you go in, you see mannequins with fat asses, thick thighs,
Wow.
like and you look at the mannequin, you like, damn, she fat as shit. And it's just a mannequin. But everybody wants to be represented. And as far as body types when it comes to mannequins, I get it. But to start having mannequins of different skin tones, uh miss me with that. I get that people want to see that, but that's not important to me.
No.
Um, because more often it's the style of clothes that you're looking for. Now, if you go into a particular store and let's just say it has a mannequin that represents us and the clothes that's on a mannequin, the clothes might not represent us. So what is the point of having that kind of mannequin if the clothes don't represent us? Like might have boot cut jeans. Like we don't really wear boot cut jeans. So why have a mannequin that represents us with clothes that don't apply to us? Um, that's just crazy to me. Um, for women, that's a whole different ball game because most stores have mannequins or whatever or clothes that cater to most all women, no matter what background they are. But for us men, it's not the case. Um, and I don't know about you, but for us men of our complexion, we have to go into these low budget, well, hood stores in the malls to find our jeans and stuff. And they're usually overpriced.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a thought when you were talking about the jean boots.
The
I
boot cut
thought about
jeans.
Joe Joe Dirt
Oh man.
with a goddamn Daisy Dukes on and the I don't know. I guess you say Timberland boots or some shit
Oh wow.
with the tank
Mm.
top on, and then he has the
Oh.
mullet.
Mm.
But yeah, the mannequins, I really didn't pay no attention.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's again, like you said, everybody wants to be represented. I don't see why the mannequin has to be all different shapes, sizes. Growing up, they're all the same color and same figure when I was growing up. But
Yeah.
now it's a whole nother world. I get it. Styles come and go, but that's one style I will never ever get with, or you're not gonna see me out in society in skinny, tight, nut hugging, all up in your crack
Yeah.
jeans or pants. You're not gonna see me in that. I'm sorry, and again, I'm not trying to offend anyone who likes to dress like that. Do you think?
Yeah.
You might not like my style of dress, where I like jeans that actually fit me, and you know they don't show off my manly figures like that.
Yeah.
I just some things I just can't get with. Call me old school if you want to, but
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the last thing I'll put on that before we jump off of this is I'm not going to wear pants that are too big because it's a safety hazard to me. Like I might have to run, I might have to fight, and I don't have time to keep pulling up my pants. Or
mm-mm.
if I get to tussle with somebody, the last thing I want to do is worry about my pants because I use my legs in fights. Like I'm a leg locks and all that type of stuff. And if my pants are sagging, I can't do what I need to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to wear pants too tight. And the reason I will not wear pants too tight is because I get erections. And the last thing that I want is to get an erection and I got a bulge in my damn pants because I'm not wearing no tall tees like back in the 90s and shit.
Yeah,
So, like, and I need fump for one, I don't want the bulge showing. And two, I need to get an erection comfortably. Meaning, if I get an erection in tight jeans, I'm not gonna be sitting there like, God, I gotta adjust this joint. Like, nah, get out of here with that. No,
yeah,
not doing
man.
that.
You gotta let the goose breathe, as they say. You gotta let the
Yeah,
goose
yeah,
breathe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah,
But
that's all I got, man.
again, we just want to thank you guys for tuning in to the King and I Life podcast. Of course, we are on all of your major podcast platforms. You guys can reach out to us on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, we out here. So, and if you guys want to come on the show, again, reach out to KingAndEye369 at gmail.com. King and I 369 at gmail.com. And we appreciate all the support. We are finally, I want to say we're at 100 subscribers now on YouTube.
That's what's up.
But it just is what it is, man. One thing about us is we're not going to sell out in order to appease the masses. You know, we're grateful and we thankful for all of our listeners. And again, we built this platform for everyone to have a voice, and we didn't build it so we can be a million subscribers and all that because we do that nonsense that comes along with having to have that kind of following. Again, it's nice to have, you know, a large following, but I'd rather have a true following than a fake following.
True that. And with that said, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Instead of choices.